Hello everyone and welcome back to Coach Francis Video Center. This is your Sunday Shootout, your Sunday kuwentuhan. For today's episode, we have not one, not two, but three persons of interest. We have coaches Alvin Godinez, Jun Laus, and Andrew Villarete. These three gentlemen are the brains behind the Lions Cup. Lions Cup is celebrating its 10th year of providing sports opportunities to student athletes and coaches in the province of Cavite and neighboring cities like Las Piñas, Muntinlupa, Laguna, and Batangas. So, welcome everyone, Coaches Andrew, Coach June, and Coach Alvin. First of all, coaches, kumusta kayo with COVID-19 happening all over the world? Kumusta po kayo?
I guess we're coping. We're coping, Coach Francis. Yeah, it's been challenging, no? For the past 3 months. All the industries are affected. Well, especially ito, yung ano natin, sports industry natin. So we're trying to find ways to make it exciting, you know, and like this program, you know, we have to keep up with our skills and talents.
Coach June, kumusta ang nakalipas na lockdown sa'yo?
Actually, I'm fighting anxiety right now, no? No,
yeah?
It's very natural naman kasi sanay tayong lumalabas, no? But as leaders, kailangan tayo yung ano, and as fathers of the family, kailangan tayo talaga matibay, no? Mahirap yung lockdown, but I surely have learned a lot dito sa pangyayaring to, and they are good things, no? Nagpapasalamat ako sa may mga bagay na marami kang ipagpapasalamat sa nangyari. Good things, no? Hindi lang naman bad. We have to see things that way, di ba? Oh, yun. Okay lang, okay. Okay tayo.
Lumalaban pa rin, ha?
Yeah.
Coach Alvin, last night sa NBTC Coaches Convention, ang ganda nung sinabi na Coach Ganon, ano? Shinare niya yung sabi ng isang NBA coach, you have to win the weight during this lockdown. Anong ginawa mo para mapanalunan mo yung paghihintay during the lockdown? What kept you busy?
Well, actually, mas naging busy ako sa sa pag-browse sa Facebook, on the internet, especially. I would like to, you know me, I would like to fight against fake news.
Okay.
Sometimes I agree with decision sometimes, but most of the time not. Kasi minsan hindi ka panipaniwala. Pero aside from that, I keep myself busy from kumbaga hinong ko yung skill ko sa ibang bagay, like for example, of course, so umuwi yung mga tawang ko, so ako hinong ko yung skill ko sa pagtatahi.
Okay.
And then, aside from that, of course, iniisip ko yung mga bagay-bagay na makakapagpalakas ng katawan ko kasi takot lahat eh. Ginawa ko, mga gamot, ng vitamins na bigay ni Coach Villarete. And then also, more intake of fruits. Yun nga lang, hindi ako masyado nag-focus sa physical exercises. Yun ang kaya lumaki-lalo siya.
Alright. That's good to know. Sabi nga, no, keep yourselves busy, keep yourselves healthy. And as coaches and fathers of our own families, importanteng matibay nga tayo. Now, with everything that has been happening, coaches, gusto kong malaman gusto kong ma-walk through natin yung mga audience natin about that very important basketball tournament na pinapatakbo ninyo ng 10 taon na. Coaches, una sa lahat, paano ba nagsimula ang Lions Cup? Anong taon? Saan nagsimula? Sino-sino nagsimula nito? Any one of you can share in this. Siguro
Coach
let's
Alvin.
start with
Coach Alvin.
Actually,
Coach Alvin.
ang pinakang utak nito actually hindi talagang school ang nag-push nito. Kung titingnan kung alalahanin ko sa simula, isang player si Wihong na kung saan frustrated siya nung last game namin kasi we could have won it pero may nangyaring iba eh. So nung natalo yung team ko, sabi niya sali pa kami sa ibang liga. Kaso ang inalo lang ng school lang nun is Baco or Meet. And then sabi ko, puntahan natin yung si Sir Arias kung gusto niya. So pumunta siya kay Sir Arias and then sabi niya, sige isip kayo ng gawa kayo ng paliga, yon. So naisip namin ni Teo na yon, kami ng liga, tapos present namin sa school. And then pumayag ang school for 3 consecutive years sila nag-shoulder. And then sa isa sa mga meeting nung panahon na yon, sinasabi lagi nung may-ari ng school na after 3 years, kailangan maging independent na Lions Cup. So within that 3 years, we have elected officers muna yun eh. Kauna-una ang presidente natin si Coach Andrew Villarete.
Okay.
And then, siya una-unang presidente si Coach Andrew Villarete. And then, after that, kasi every year nagmi-meeting, mga problemang naranasan. And nakita namin problema doon sa kapag merong mga officials that mahirap pagsamahin sa isang meeting yung mga officers. Nahirapan si Coach Andrew Villarete on that. And then, so, yun, we come up with 3 executive commissioners at yun. That is actually on the 3rd year yata eh. I don't know, I can't remember. Pero, nung sumunod na taon kasi, yun, kami tatlo na nagpatakbo niyan. Si Coach Jun Laos, Coach Andrew Villarete as the executive commissioners ng Lions Cup at tinalo naman ng school, ng host school. Na
Coach Alvin, this was in 2010?
Nagsimula ang Lions Cup
2011.
2010.
Is it 2011?
2010 na October.
October of 2010.
Ng October.
Okay. So nagsimula sa bata pala yung gusto ko pang maglaro. Tama ba? Galing. Alright, nung mabuo mo yan, tatlo na kayong tumatrabaho, no? Sino-sino yung mga unang sumali at naglaro? Anong schools? Sino-sino yung naglaro? At saka saan ang venue ninyo? Kasi, ang ganda ng pwesto ng Lions Cup ngayon, Bacoor, gitnang-gitna, no?
Right,
Hindi,
right.
saan to nagsimula at sino yung mga una ninyong kalaro? Diba? Kalaro
Ang
lang
mga
yun eh.
unang schools ang mga unang schools, of course, St. Mart, CBS, Perpetual, Coach Jun, patulong na, Perpetual,
Saint Thomas.
St. Thomas,
Yeah.
BLWC, Bearer of Light.
Wala pa,
Yeah,
coach.
yeah.
Ano na yun? Second or third year na sila.
Basta 8, no? 8 una.
Walo.
Tapos anong age group nun? Nung unang offering ninyo? High school
school.
lang, grade school?
High school.
High school.
High school lang muna yun eh.
High
17
school.
under.
Okay. Pero
And then nadagdagan. Then nadagdagan ng pangalawang taon, pangatlong taon na. Pangalawang taon, nandiyan na yung seat of wisdom, si Coach Villarete.
okay.
Yeah, kaming smallest school noon, Coach Francis. Kaming smallest school.
Teka lang, sino ang team na magsasabing silang first ever champions ng Lions Cup? You remember?
Wala rito.
Coach Jun, alam mo na yan.
Si Coach.
Hindi.
Sino?
Actually, wala sa amin, coach. Yung unang nag-champion sa amin,
Ay, unang-una pala.
St. Thomas. Pero sa aming tatlo, yun.
Probably you, Coach. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, for the history of Lions Cup, the first ever champions, St. Thomas.
St. Thomas More.
Okay. Sila pala.
Coach Francis?
Yo.
Coach Franz?
Yes, Coach.
If I may, mag-add lang ako doon para doon sa foundation
please.
Those who are listeners natin sa Lions Cup. Based on my knowledge, sabi nga ni Coach Alvin, yung senior commissioner namin, we started na mayroong kaming officers, no?
Yes.
I didn't even remember na I was the first president pala.
Okay.
Pero our concept namin really was when it was just starting and then nakapag-join yung small Christian schools na ng Seed of Wisdom kasi yun ang isa sa mga purpose namin to really reach out sa mga smaller, Christian schools aside from the big ones. We have decided kasi nagkaroon kami ng problem along the way kasi normally pag mga big schools Coach Francis, medyo very competitive yan eh.
Yes.
Parang ayaw matalo, no? Parang whatever it takes, no? Sabi nga ng Avengers, whatever it takes.
Correct.
Gusto nila sila lagi. So nagkaroon kami ng problem to the point na nagiging hindi na collegial, no? They question everything. If they lose, they think na dinaya sila, Yeah, but that's not our mission statement, and our vision. We want brotherhood and camaraderie. That's the reason why we decided to have a committee as a whole. So we have decided to get away with the officers, and from now on we will strengthen the organizational structure of Lions Cup. So we will only have an executive committee composed of the 3 commissioners. Yung senior commissioners namin, I have to really refer na senior commissioners sila. Not by age really, but by experience. But by experience. Kasi mga mentors ko yan, Coach eh. Kung hindi dahil sa kanila, hindi ako sumali ng Lions Cup eh. So, si Coach Alvin, si Coach Jun, and then they decided to add me. So, from then on, naging executive committee na kami. Parang kami yung nag-decision to the point na we have a policy na we have to be unanimous. So, by invitation only na lang siya. That was the structure. To really protect it, kasi nagkaroon na ng mga pasaway na schools, Coach. They have to question it to the point that they said lawyers, and that was not the point, diba? We just want to start the grassroots development. Tama ba, Coach Alvin and Coach Jun? Dinaan ko lang doon. I will not mention names and schools already. So we've decided to strengthen it, to make it more collegial and really to express its yung kanyang ideals. Na talagang grassroots kami. So, that's the reason why, Coach. Para to elaborate lang sinabi ni Coach Alvin. Our senior commissioner, Coach Alvin.
Mag-add din akong konti, Coach.
Sige, please.
Tama,
Yeah,
Jun? Please.
Kasi Coach Alvin and I started as competitors. Diba? Kasi ang lapit lang nung schools nyo.
Magkatabi.
Sige, Mark kayo, tsaka CBS. No? Pero, nung sumasali na kami sa I realized at nakikita ko sa personality ni Coach Alvin that he was a good person, no. Tapos maganda yung niya, maganda yung vision niya for the Lions Cup. And then
Amen
it
to that,
happened.
Coach.
It happened nga after 3 years na merong mga pasaway at nahuli na namin na meron silang ginagawa. Then sila pa yung may guts na magdala nga ng lawyers at awang-awa kami Coach Alvin kasi talagang likas likas na mabait yung tao eh.
Okay.
Stress siya. Stress siya. Ba nag-uusap ka? Grabe, hindi pwede to. Sila na yung then nag-decide kami na sige ganito na lang. Total kami naman ng buuin na natin tong executive committee at tanggalin natin yung mga ganyang character na school. So, yun yung isa sa foundation ng eto kaya kaming tatlo magkakasama ngayon.
Nice.
Yes. Yes, Coach.
Also,
Sige.
Actually, during that time, kasi baguang coach lang kasi ako nun, tapos, syempre, yung pagpapatakbo ng liga, talagang hindi kaya ng isang tao lang talaga. I admit that. Kaya nga, buti na't nandiyan yung dalawa, si Coach Jun at si Coach Andrew, to put that, yung pangsangkal sa likod ko, to be stronger. Kasi during that time, talagang pagbaguhan ka sa paghawak ng tapos dalang ka ng lawyer, talagang manginginig ka rin minsan na ganyan. Buti nandiyan silang dalawa and we come up with executive committees na lahat. Tinanggalan namin to. Basta sa kada year, nag-uusap kami tatlo, how are we going to improve Lions Cup, to make Lions Cup stronger. Kasi kapag nilamon ang isang liga ng mga coaches, alam mo na mangyayari. Makokontrol mga coaches ng isa.
Tama.
So, we come up with measures to avoid that. And also, yun nga, dahil nga sa amin tatlo, we come up with, kasi nasabi ni Coach Andrew na may sumasaling school sa malalakas, as in malalakas, tapos merong schools na mahina talaga, maliliit. So we come up with, yun nga, maghaharap-harap sila, and then after that elimination round, may ano pa rin, may mga laro pa rin, kumbaga, mahati sa tatlo.
Competitive and developmental.
Competitive at elite division yun.
I remember, Coach, inabot pa namin sa Lions Cup yung may dalawang division and that was really helpful, no? Now, going back dun sa sinabi ninyong mga pasaway, without naming names, ano-ano yung mga pasaway activities na meron? Kasi I have an idea kung ano yung pwedeng pasaway na sinasabi ninyo, pero coming from the commissioners, na talagang nasa sa inyo yung sakit ng ulo ng pagpapatakbo ng liga. Pwede nyo bang i-share sa amin kung ano-ano yung mga pasaway na ganun?
Yung usual na ginagawa ng mga coaches na they'll do everything just to win, no. Yung pagfo-forge ng mga ng mga documents, no, may mga players, may mga players na ilalaro na ibang personality, syempre iba yung birth certificate at saka NSO. Then merong mga collegiate players na inilaro sa high school.
Oo, meron.
Tama, Coach.
That will really be violating the philosophy na meron ng Lions Cup, ano?
Right. Coach Francis, if you may add.
Please.
Actually, tama sila Coach Jun at saka Coach Alvin. Kasi we're really focusing, Lions Cup really focuses on value formation. So that's the reason why we were very strict with infractions like that, especially when it comes to truthfulness, honesty. So for us, it's transparency. That's the reason why we come up with our ideas. Finally, after all these years, nag-evolve na rin yung aming values and mission statement, yung transparency, truth, transformation. So doon Coach Francis yung we concentrate really on the character, the value formation. Really secondary na lang talaga yung winning. So that's why mahigpit kami doon. So to the point na ginawa namin yung concept ng Lions Cup na by invitation na lang. Kasi not because, namimili kami na kailangan malalaki yung school, magaganda facilities, tulad ng LTA. For example, or the big schools like, LaSalle, Perpetual, the big schools. Pero not necessarily. It's really the value formation and the coach attitude and character that it complements our shared values, no? That's the reason why medyo unique ang Lions Cup, no? Yes, coach.
Yes, Coach Andrew. With all the birth pains, no? First 3 years that pinatakbo yan, and then sumama na kayo kay Coach Alvin, and mukhang maganda yung nangyari sa pagsasama ninyong tatlo, no? When did you realize? When did you guys realize na we're doing good na, stable na tong liga natin? When? In that time frame, 10 years, first 3 years, puro problema. Kailan dun sa 10 taon na realize yun na we made it, okay na tayo? Diba? Meron yan eh. I'm sure meron. When you're forming a team, sakit sa ulo yung unang 1 taon. Diba? Sa team yan. Sa liga, kailan nyo na-realize na, pare, okay na yan? Please share your thoughts, all of you.
Coach ako Una ko, Coach. Ay, sorry.
Coach Jun. Yeah, go ahead, Coach Jun. Seniority, Coach.
Senior.
Joke lang, Coach.
Gusto ko lang yan. Pagka nag-uusap-usap kasi kami, di ba, yung birth pains nga, sasakit ang ulo mo, grabe. Pero yung realization na we are doing good, no, yung sumasakit na yung ulo namin para pigilan yung mga schools na sumali sa amin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Grabe, talaga ini-skim na namin. Hindi na pwede, sakit na ng ulo natin, ang dami na nito. Ibig sabihin, medyo okay yung yung ginagawa.
Ganda na.
Right.
Coach Andrew?
So the next okay. Coach Alvin. Coach Alvin, seniority.
Coach Alvin. Be fair.
Actually yung during our evaluation ng after ng liga, once na natapos namin to nang walang problema gaano na nasasabi namin okay, napatakbo natin ng maayos, and then pagdating ng meeting ng mga coaches na nag-express sila, uy, dumami. So ibig sabihin, yung pagdami ng number ng school, parang napakaganda nito sa loob namin na, uy, yung trust nila ng school on how we handle Lions Cup, isa na itong magandang
indication.
Tawag dito, na okay ang Lions Cup sa lahat. Okay ang Lions Cup sa lahat. Kumbaga, going steady, going better and better and better. Kumbaga, sa kada taon, tumataas ang bilang until such time na recently, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, na talagang nagde-deny na kami ng ng sumasali pa na ibang schools from other cities. So, yun, masasabi namin talaga, wow, maganda.
All right.
Coach Francis,
yes, please.
ako na, siguro ako naman, on my part, dahil sa small school ako, yung inumpisahan ko, may background, yung Seed of Wisdom. Right now, I'm with Millennium Christian High School, pero yung Seed of Wisdom is just 100 population. It's not one class, no? It's not one class, coach. It's the whole population from prep school to high school. So, to be able to join a Lions Cup, big deal na sa akin at the time, no? Lalo na naging mentors ko at saka sabi ko ng idols ko because of our shared values, no? Yung aming shared Christian values, si Coach Alvin at si Coach Jun. Me, I consider myself a grassroots Christian coach. So, nung naipasok ko yung 100 population ko na school sa Lions Cup, and then this may sound self-serving, pero this is what inspired me. Na yung 13 under ko na basketball, together na with my son, siyempre as a father, lalo na Happy Father's Day sa lahat ng mga coaches, not only in the Philippines, but worldwide. yung mga audience and listener ni Coach Francis Binaventura ng kanyang shootout. As a father, you would be, you know how I feel to see your son playing under you,
Correct.
and to be able to play in a championship 13 under against a very highly, rated and multi-awarded coach, Coach Jun Laos of Christian Value School, and win the championship, 13 under basketball team. And then, Coach, dahil sa grassroots coach ako, sa Cebu Boys Dam, ako yung coach ng football, ako yung coach ng volleyball, ako din yung coach ng basketball. So, yung volleyball ko na 13 under, Coach, I mean, would you believe, nanalo din ako ng championship.
Wow,
alright?
same
Against
year.
naman against a highly rated coach din, yung Imos Unida. Pero ito, Coach, sa iba kasi, hindi naman big deal yan. Developmental lang yan. Kasi nga, marami kami division, di ba, Coach? Mayroong elite, competitive. Developmental lang ako, Coach. But for a small school like mine, at that time, and for a grassroots coach like me, that was a big deal. And then for the whole school. Kung kaya lang namin mag-bonfire, kailangan lit ng school, magbo-bonfire kami. So, that's what inspired me and all the players that I have na ngayon. Mayroon na akong doctor, mayroon na akong lawyer, coming from that team. Kasi that was long time ago. That was long time ago. Yun lang, Coach, ang nag-inspire sa akin.
Yan nga laging nasa isip ko, coaches, like what Coach Andrew said, yung school niya 100 students lang. And ang ibinibigay ng Lions Cup, opportunity para sa mga ganitong eskwelahan na makalaro. Mahirap sumali sa malalaking liga, lalo na kung ang kalaban mo, recruitment at number of populations, di ba?
Right.
Was it when you nakatayo na yung liga, di ba? Did you see that? Did you consider that? Did you design the league, the Lions Cup, in such a way na yung maliliit na eskwelahan may chance makalaro? How did you plan on this, coaches? Kasi yan ang kalaban ng mga maliliit na eskwelahan. Saan tayo lalaro na liga na hindi tayo pupulbusin? Diba? Paano nyo na-address yan? Paano ninyo naisip na i-serve yung mga maliliit na schools when everyone wants to go big? Diba? Ano yung
Coach Alvin, when you started this, Coach, nasa isip mo ba yan, Coach?
Actually, wala eh. Maliit man o malaki kasi when in the first year, I sent invitation sa lahat, and then kung sino lang yung 8 schools na kasali na unang sumali, sila lang unang makikater kasi first year. Then second year, yun, open na talaga sa lahat, wala nang minimum o ano. So inopen na sa lahat, ako ilan sasali dyan, ganyan. Kumbaga, hindi na namin inisip kung maliit man itong school o malalaki kasi noong time na yun, ayaw namin masyadong gawing magarbo ang liga kasi malalaking school, no. Kumbaga, sino may gusto. Yun yung sa mga unang taon. And then, in the succeeding years, ang nangyari sa amin ngayon, nung kaming tatlo na, inisip na namin tatlo yung kung paano ba mas mamamaximize ang paglalaro ng mga bata, big or small schools. Like, pagkatapos, yun nga, naisip namin na after ng elimination round, mabigyan pa rin laro ang mga small schools. So, yun ang naisip namin, developmental division, mga ganyan.
Right.
Coach Jun?
Coach Jun.
Actually, tama yun si Coach Alvin, no? We came up with the idea, actually it was Coach Andrew's idea dun sa developmental. Kasi at least dun sa unang salpukan ng mga schools, yung small schools, they get to experience to play with big schools.
Yes.
No? After that, mai-eliminate sila. Imbis na ma-eliminate na sila dun sa pinaka-liga, meron pang developmental level kung saan yung madagdagan pa yung laro ng mga bata na siyempre marami mga bata dyan na ako, yung school ko, hindi naman porke CVS yan, it is also a small school, no? Maliit din yung enrollment namin. So, marami akong mga players na yung alam ba, mga nasa bench lang tapos gusto pa rin maglaro.
Yes.
Pagka nung nagkaroon ng idea na magkaroon ng developmental, nagkakaroon sila ng pride. Siyempre, itong mga batang to are grassroots nga eh. Developmental yung mga kahit na hanggang high school yan. Medyo hino-hone mo pa rin yung skills niyan, hindi naman ano. So, yun, tuwan-tuwa sila na cater tuloy yung mga schools na malilit na hindi na kaya. At least, they get to experience nga na makalaban yung mga malalakas. Then, pagdating dito, yung pride naman na, hindi mo papatayin yung kagustuhan ng bata na makapaglaro. So, yun. Kaya, okay na okay yung naging idea na magkaroon developmental.
Coach Francis,
yes, Coach Andrew.
If I may add do sa mga mentors ko, si Coach Jun tsaka si Coach Alvin, I think it was a blessing when we have decided to really form the Lions Cup Executive Committee. It was an evolution of the tournament. When we had 3 heads already thinking, and then we come up with ideas kasi we're very collegial doon sa amin executive committee. We decide as one, and then we proceed as one. We have teamwork kasi from there, doon pa lang, we really espouse yung team unity namin tsaka teamwork. So when we had the idea, we found, I think doon sa executive committee, Lions Cup Executive Committee, we had found our purpose, yung calling namin, and stuff like developmental, grassroots, and then as we evolve, up to 10 years now, Lions Cup is 10 years now. Correct. We have I think finally found our identity, our calling and our purpose. Sabi nga nila, 'di ba, coaching is a calling, coaching for God's greater glory. So I think we found that. So it's a blessing. It was a gift by God's grace when we formed the Lions Cup Executive Committee.
Nice.
Yes,
please. Yes, Coach.
Kasi now I realize na what if kung wala yung 3 executive commissions, let's say, maraming ulo, yung bang naituloy pa rin yung mga from president down to the secretary, ganyan. Kasi napagtanto ko lang na marami doon na may mga self-interest kung paano makukontrol ang liga para manalo yung team nila.
Yes.
Hindi na may isip yung kapanganan ng bata, kundi kapanganan ng pangalan nila sa coach na manalo at magpapagbigay ng sa school nila. Kasi may mga ganun talaga eh. So, buti na lang, nandito yung dalawa, they are the ones who talagang push me to have this executive committee. Na may, alam mo, ang iniisip, hindi yung sa school namin kundi sa mga bata.
Correct.
Kung titingnan natin, ang St. Mark once lang nag-champion yun sa 17 under. Isang beses lang. Tapos ang CVS, I don't know kung ilan, dalawa sa 17 under dalawa. Then, basta all throughout the years, iba-ibang school.
Iba-ibang school.
Tama.
Coach, yung story ko kanina, Coach Francis, yun na yung first and last na championship ko. Yung 13 under.
I don't know if the commissioners know this, pero lagi akong bridesmaid sa championship. 2 beses. No! Yeah, 3 times. So, malakas din ang competition talaga. 3 times na akong bride. And I hope darating yan. We don't know, but it will come if you deserve it, right? So last
I think Coach Francis, yes. we call that finalist para it sounds really good.
A finalist. Yeah. Last question on Lions Cup before I'll ask questions about your coaching career, okay? For those who are interested to put up any tournament, can you walk us through the process of running a season? Like, when does it start? What month? Kasi ilang taon na akong kasali sa Lions Cup pero hindi pa ako nakaka-attend kahit ng isang coaches meeting. Lagi. Kasi
Coach Alcilias.
Masyadong basic Coach Francis.
Yeah. I'd like you guys to walk us through. Paano ba magsimula ang liga ng Lions Cup? Anong buwan? Anong sulat ang matatanggap? Regular yan eh. May sistema na ang Lions Cup eh.
Coach Alvin,
A bit
Coach
on
Jun.
this, please. A bit on this.
Para sa akin, on my experience, sa maunang taon, you have to really have those people have the same values as yours. Kumbaga, kung parehas ang mga values ninyo, doon nyo na makikita kung magiging successful ba kayo o hindi. Kasi, sa mga shared values, doon natin matitingnan na in the future kung maging successful bang hawakin yung liga o hindi. Kung ang values ninyo ay taliwas sa objectives ng mismong liga ninyo to develop kids and yung values ng iba sa inyo is more on winning and not on developing, hindi magka-come through yung objectives ng liga nyo. Masisira.
Alright. Coach Jun?
Yun. Tama si Coach Alvin. Kasi by experience kasi, meron din ako mga ligang hinahawakan. Sa iba, doon sa isang liga pa Christian schools ang involved. So, tama si Coach Alvin eh. Pagka merong mga vested interest kasi kahit na anong klaseng liga yan, hindi siya magpa-prosper ng ang daming reklamo, kaliwat kanan, dami na yan. So, tama yon. Siguro nagkasundo-sundo kami sa value, core values, no? At yung kagustuhan na shared values, ang kagustuhan namin na yung bata ang siyang mag-improve para sa bata lahat. At mind you, non-profit tong ginagawa namin eh. For 7 years na nagsasama-sama kami, wala naman sweldo to eh. But dugo at pawis, lalong-lalo na si Coach Alvin ang sinasakripisyo para lang sa mga bata.
Right. Right.
Then, regarding dun sa scheduling, no, dun sa mga, ang ginagawa naming tatlo, ini-evaluate namin kung ano yung mga big league ng mga schools na sinasalihan. Like for example, sa atin kasi, number 1 dyan, DepEd meet, di ba? Niiwas namin yung scheduling. Tapos, nag-come up kami sa idea na unahin natin, agahan natin yung Lions Cup in preparation na doon sa mga big league na sasalihan ng mga schools. So, yun yung isang strategy na ginagawa namin. Kaya yung karamihan ng schools, nakakasali, no? Freely. Iniiwas namin doon sa mga regular na liga ng mga schools. So, yun yung isang strategy na masasabi namin. Kung meron mga nakikinig na gustong magbuo ng tournament, yun yung isang effective na ginagawa na. And first and foremost, huwag niyo isipin yung kita muna. No? Yung ano talaga, para sa mga bata itong ginagawa natin, yun na muna. And everything will follow. Ibe-bless tayo ni Lord yan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Coach Andrew.
If I may add, Coach Francis, I agree with Coach Alvin and Coach Jun doon sa shared values, and then sa technical stuff kasi expert yan si Coach Jun. Tawag dito, that's what we believe. I think kami siguro how we can define Lions Cup is we're like a pre-season tournament, no?
Right.
Before the big tournaments for these big schools, pre-season tournament kami for the big schools, but I think we are like a significant tournament for small schools. So and that's our purpose and that's our calling. So I think what I can suggest maybe, and I can counsel doon sa mga people that would like to organize, especially in Cavite, knowing Cavite, there's so many tournaments, no? So that's why I think what's good about us, and it's a blessing, and it's a God's favor that we have found our identity, we have found our purpose, and we have found our calling. So if I can share that, maybe if you can do that also, so I wish you luck, God bless.
Nice. Thank you. So let's get on to your more on a personal. Coaches, before kayo nakapagpatakbo ng Lions Cup, may basketball team kayo, di ba? Paano kayo nagsimula sa coaching ninyo? Di ba? I understand all of us are somehow related to schools, di ba? So, paano kayo nagsimula sa basketball coaching? Did you study to become one? Did you major in PE? or what? Please share it to us. Kung gusto niyo in detail, walang problema. Kung gusto niyo overview, wala ring problema. But how did you start and get into basketball coaching? Ano raw muna, age before beauty. So, malamang una ako.
Si Coach Jun. Yeah, right.
Palagi nga ako, junior nga ako, Coach.
Go ahead, Coach.
Ako na nga.
Paano kayo nagsimula?
Sige, Coach. Siguro ako for the love of the game talaga. Since bata pa ako, mahilig na ako sa basketball. Then, nung after nung dark moments ng buhay ko, no, naging active ako sa church. I became a leader of our church. Tapos, I was elected na maging part ng school board of directors ng Christian Values School. Now, habang nandun ako, tinitingnan ko siyempre, oversee ko yung team namin, yung sports. Kasi mahilig nga ako eh. So, I became a consultant ng basketball team namin. So, for 3 years, nakikigulo-gulo. May iba akong ginagawa, may ibang trabaho. Then yung pang 4th year, kinausap ako ng principal, ng directress, at ng wife ko, which is an admin sa CVS. No? Ang pinapapasok na nila ako, sabi nila, hawakan ko yung sports ng Christian Values School. Ako, syempre yung pride mo na, teka, board of director ako, tapos bababa ako sa level na, di ba? Yun eh, natural.
Correct.
Gumagawa ako ng policy, no? Nakikisama ako sa paggawa ng policy para sa kapakanan ng mga estudyante ng CVS. Pero nagising ako doon sa sinabi ng wife ko, sabi niya, Jun, gustong-gusto mo mag-minister sa youth. Kasi alam niya, doon ako nagkaroon ng malaking challenge nung bata ako nung youth. Doon ako napariwara. Kaya gustong-gusto ko nag-minister sa youth. Sabi niya, ang totoong laban, ang totoong war, andito sa school. Wala dyan sa office, wala sa mga meetings nyo. No? Sabi ko, oo nga no. Sige, trinay ko for the first year. Hinawakan ko yung sports program ng CVS. And then I realized na ito pala yung calling ko for now. Ang tindi kasi nung impact sa mga bata nung hinawakan ko na. Tapos nakita ko yung kakayanan natin as coaches and leaders sports na medyo kaya nating i-mold talaga yung mga bata. Talagang makikinig sila sa iyo eh. So eto nga, andito nga yung gera. So tuwan-tuwa ako nung maraming lives ang nabago dahil doon sa pag-oo ko sa paghawak sa. So, yun, doon nag-start and everything has followed. Kumbaga, yung for the love of the game, tapos yung pagsunod ko sa calling at yung anointing na binigay sa akin na nasa taas, doon, yung blessing susunod na yung mga awards, yung mga rewards, yung mga panalo, and victories. Sumusunod na lang yun eh. Pero yung victory talaga para sa akin, yung buhay ng mga bata. Because I have lots of players na talagang mga drug users, mga pasaway, mga gang, no? So, tuwan-tuwa ako na nung naging coach ako, kayang-kaya ko silang kontrolin. In a good way, no? Para mabago yung character nila. So, yun. Yun, siguro.
Taon to? What year did you start coaching?
2008.
Oh, okay.
2008.
This was 3 years before you started as a sports consultant. Tama ba? Tama, no?
Come again, coach? Come again?
2008 when you started coaching. 3 years before 2008, 2005, you were involved na sa boardroom meeting. Okay. Ganda. Ang ganda nung Ang ganda nung sinabi sa'yo ng commander mo, ha? Panalo yun.
Siya pa rin nasusunod, oh.
Alright, thank you. Coach Alvin, Ikaw, paano ka nagsimula sa coaching? I'm sure, I know you're also a teacher, right? Paano ka nagsimula sa basketball coaching?
Actually, first teaching ko 2005, 2006, and then nag-transfer ako sa St. Mark ng 2007. Sa 2007, pinahawak sa akin ng ang chess muna. So, nag-coach muna ako sa chess. So, individual game muna ako. Then, of course, doon sa coach ng basketball team noon ng St. Mark, nakikinod-nod lang ako. And then, the next year, inawitan ko yung St. Mark. Gusto kong maging coach ng basketball. Kaso, naibigay na daw sa ibang tao, sa ibang teacher. So, ang binigay sa akin naman, from individual to, to doubles, yung table tennis. Nung coach ako ng table tennis, that was 2009, nakikita ko na CBS. Ang una kong hindi malimutan sa CBS, yung laro nila sa Sisol. Hindi ko pa kilala si Coach Jun noon, pero nakikita ko na siya. Then, yung mga players niya, gandang laban nun against RJA. As in, sobrang ganda. And then, doon, nagmasigat ako na kailangan kong kunin ang basketball team ng St. Mark next year. Ayun. So, the next year, ay ginawa na akong sports coordinator. Hindi nagkaroon ako pangyayari ng kunin ko yung basketball. Ayun. So, nakuha ko na yung basketball. Pero during that time, wala akong kalam-alam noon. Kung ano lang yung napapanood ko sa liga ng Bacoor Meet, yun, naalala ko lang kung basta, kung ang pinagagawa ko nga lang noon mga nakikita ko mga warm-up ng mga schools noon And then, also on that same year, siguro nabasbasa naman ako ni Lord ng pagkakataon na, syempre, sabi sa akin siguro kulang pa ako. So, nabigyan ng pagkakataon na mag-apply for junior NBA. Oo, sabi ko, wala man ako experience, pero why not? Hindi naman sila nag-ano kung ilang taong ka na nag-coach So, trinay ko. At sa panahon na yon, walang gaano sumali. So, siguro, ilan lang kami at isa ako sa napili. So, yung pagkakataon na yun, ang dami kong natutunan sa junior NBA. Sobra. In-expose kami kay Coach Tim Cone, kung paano sila nag-training, ganyan. And then, pinaghawak kami ng mga bata, sina Kobe Paras pa noon. Pinaghawak kami, pinabuong team, tapos kami pinag-coach. And then, yun, after that, syempre, lumakas ang kumpiyansa ko. Kasi meron ka nang alam na ituturo sa mga bata Kasi sa panahon ngayon, mga bata, ang dami na rin alam niya sa basketball terminologies at sa mga plays, mga ganyan. Kasi exposed sila sa social media
Yes.
So, yun. After that year, nag-focus ako sa kung anong meron ang St. Mark. Maliit man na team, at least throughout the years, slowly but surely na nakikilala na kasi nananalo na. We may not win championships, but at least nakakapasok naman ng quarterfinals, semis, mga ganyan. So, as a coach, you have to give your 100% time talaga Hindi mo naiisipin yung pera ganyan din si Coach Andrew, Coach Jun, talagang pro bono at hindi profession kundi isang calling talaga, isang bokasyon ng pagko-coach. Because you inspire a lot of kids talaga. Yun ang pinaka-maganda ron Yun.
Thank you, Coach Alvin. Coach Andrew, ang pinakabata.
Coach, yes, Coach June, Coach Alvin, Coach Francis. I totally agree. If you've noticed, Coach Francis, nakita mo yung tawag dito, yung train of thought naming tatlo. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
we have shared values. I think that's why we call it a calling. You know, a vocation. It's a noble purpose for us, yung Lions Cup. Me naman, how I started, if you've seen my profile, coach, is a totally
Mhm.
different world,
Yeah,
no?
yeah,
Hindi ko na elaborate yung profile ko, but I have a different background, like Coach June, si Coach Alvin siguro, but you've seen my profile, so it's totally different. I'm a different industry, but I guess as a father, like all the
yes.
fathers, when I saw my son na na he decided to play basketball and he wants to improve. So sabi ko, okay, I decided to learn. I have to learn. So that's why I
Yes.
met sina Coach June, Coach Alvin na naging mentors ko, and then sila yung nag-inspire sa akin na ako pa actually I push myself, no, na sabi ko, coach, baka pwede ba dyan ng school na tulad nung sa akin, dyan sumali sa Lions Cup. So, I don't know if Coach Alvin will still remember this. Ako pa yung pumunta talaga sa kanila, pwede bang saling pusa kami? So, that's how I started do sa basketball. So, but I began to learn, ang tawag dito, so I attended yung mga junior NBA, and then
Mhm.
tawag dito, NBTC, and then as yun na nga,
NBT.
yung Lions Cup, we started it. And then ako coach, iba yung approach ko kasi nga
Mhm.
iba ang world ko. So
Yes.
I really volunteered myself, no? I
Mhm.
volunteered, no payment talaga, hindi lang sa Lions Cup where we have pro bono, pero sa school ako yung nag-create ng sports program doon sa Seed of Wisdom, which is a very small
Mm,
school, so they don't
mm.
have a sports
Mm.
program. So
Tama.
I created that because, but of course, my son is part of it. My daughter was part of it. So I created that. So doon na rin nag-evolve ang aking yung aking love for the Filipino children. Kasi
Mhm.
based on my profile naman, coach, it's one
Uh,
of my description na I'm really a patriot, no? Even my
mhm.
background, no? I have a Philippine flag at my background.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
I'm really a patriot. So sabi ko, how can I help really? Not doon sa future calling ko, sa future world ko, parang marami masyadong corruption doon eh. So sabi ko, I think the best way to influence, sabi nga ni Coach Alvin, na inspire is really through the children, no? Where you can mold characters, you can, even teach values. Dahil na coach, yung mga good conduct and right manners, medyo nawawala na doon sa generation ko kasi. So I think yun yung where I'm coming from, no? Doon sa program ko ngayon where I am a sports coordinator sa Millennium Christian, another Christian school, high school.
Mhm.
Ito yung high school program ng Ishrem dito sa Cavite, no?
Mm,
I also, focuses on manners, values, susunod na lang yung skills kasi ang skills naman mahabol naman. So I concentrate
correct.
more on values and manners. They always ask me, my players always ask me, sabi niya, coach, what it has to do with yung teaching niyo na kailangan po yung garbage pag kumakain kami sa or you cross the pedestrian lane properly. It
Mhm.
has to do with
Correct.
discipline. So
Yes.
I teach them manners, I teach them to be respectful. Sabi ko, I teach them values and manners. Yun ang magiging
Mhm.
platform ko, coach. So
Correct.
that's why, yun naman ang evolution ko as a volunteer coach. In fact, coach, from Seed of Wisdom, I volunteer my time and skill. Same with Millennium Christian. I also volunteer my time and skills. The owners can vouch for that. No, they give
Mhm.
me now. They decide to give me like allowance because they realize that I'm spending more my money.
Uh,
So, but that's because I sabi nga ni na Coach Alvin and Coach June, it's a calling it's a vocation. Uh, it makes me happy, Coach.
mhm.
But to be honest, I'm the oldest here dito sa chat na to.
Hindi halata.
In my 50s already, so I'm an old guy. Sabi ko kay Coach Francis kanina, yung mga yung mga friends nating beautiful women, they call me Tito, so medyo awkward na sa akin, no? Uh,
Mad.
Tito na tawag so so si Coach June hindi pa yan, no? Si Coach Alvin, ako Tito na So pero that's my vocation right now, no? Really to yung help to inspire and influence Filipino children. Hopefully, not only they become better athletes, but hopefully they become better Filipino Christian leaders. Siguro I'll end in that, coach.
Thank you, coaches. Para sa mga nanonood, if you notice, yung mga coaches natin, merong mga shared values that they want to share sa kabataan, ano. And how did they start sa coaching? Somewhere along the way, they felt through sports coaching, they can better reach the youth. Kay Coach Andrew, nag-volunteer, having checked out his background, he's into leadership. And that's very important among the youth nowadays. Checking Coach Jun and Coach Alvin's background, nasa education. And what else can you do with education but to reach out to the youth? All right. So para sa mga gustong maging coach, it's important that you know why you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Looking forward, coaches, I know you've been playing in several tournaments, you've been coaching several schools and teams, but going back to Lions Cup, 10 years, more years to come, anong plano? I understand may konting changes sa venue and hosting, pero anong plano nyo once we get back to sporting events, pag pumayag ng PSC and other agencies? Anong plano ninyo for Lions Cup, coaches?
Coach June, Coach Alvin.
Sa Lions Cup, of course, tuloy pa rin Lions Cup, but of course, we have to wait kung ano yung magiging recommendation ng IATF tungkol sa sport. Pero alam natin sa panahon ngayon, yung FIBA, SBP are trying to come up with what do you call that? Mga suggestions, mga policies, mga guidelines on how we are going to conduct trainings, leagues or tournaments in the Philippines. So doon, kung ano yung ma-suggest nila at ma-approve ng gobyerno, we will be of course applying that online stuff.
Yeah, siguro when it comes to yung mga new plans, siyempre isusunod natin sa kung anong order ng government. Nabanggit nyo, Coach Francis, yung may mga changes sa mga venues, no? Kasi hindi na muna tayo dun sa original venue natin.
Yes.
We have spoken with some other schools na kaya at gustong mag-host din ng Lions Cup. Well, in fact, pumunta rin kami sa La Trinidad Academy, which is your school, no? At napaka-accommodating naman nila mga leaders doon and school owners. Then same with the Cavite Christian schools, tapos itong Millennium. So gumagawa kami, nag-uusap kami, nag-evaluate kami, gumagawa kami ng strategy kung paano may papatuloy itong naumpisahan ni Coach Alvin, no? At we promise you na pagbalik at naging normal na lahat, we still be very strong. We'll come back very strong, no? So yun po.
Nice. Coach Andrew.
Well, Coach, I defer to and I agree with Coach June and Coach Alvin. We Alliance Cup, our values, our mission statement, our purpose, our calling remains. Kasi principles naman are constant, you know. So our principles remain the same. So, but we will evolve with times, with the changing times. Right now, we live in an interesting times. So we will see what happens when everything when we find a vaccine. I think, you know, because that's really the game changer there, you know. So yun then, Coach Francis.
All right. Thank you. I guess we've covered enough to give an eye view of the Lions Cup and the brains behind the Lions Cup. Coaches, can you give our viewers a final message before we go sa mga interesadong maging coach, sa mga schools na interesadong lumaro sa Lions Cup, at syempre yung message in general para sa kabataan na nanonood nitong ating Sunday Shootout. Who wants to go first? Hindi. Let me call on this one. Coach Andrew, una ka.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Francis Buenaventura. If I say it right, shootout. This is shootout.
Sunday Shootout.
Sunday Shootout. Thank you very much for this opportunity for Lions Cup Executive Commissioners to be part of your Sunday Shootout. This is your second session, and we really it's a privilege for us to be part of this. And to your right now, maybe you're just starting, to your thousands of listeners and followers, subscribe to the link.
Thank you.
I'm trying to learn the jargon. Trying to learn the jargon of the new generation. To the listeners and followers of Coach Francis Buenaventura, not only in the Philippines but worldwide, we have to think global nowadays. Thank you. Keep following him. We know him for quite a while now, so I think like the Lions Cup Executive Commissioners, we have the same shared values. That's the reason why right now we are here together in this online video chat. And also, I will leave the technicalities and the philosophical stuff with my mentors and senior commissioners, Coach Alvin and Coach Jun. So I just want to greet all the coaches, Filipino and non-Filipino around the world. Happy Father's Day, happy Coaches and Mentors Day. Let's just keep growing, let's be patient. Let's keep our faith, let's stand in faith. Okay, we will beat this challenge. And for all the Filipino children, not only Filipino, but for all the children around the world, all right, respect your elders. Learn to listen and learn and understand. Okay, the reason why we have elders is because they have knowledge and they have experience, and I think it equals to wisdom. So maybe there's something that we can teach you, you millennials and all the other generations, that us ahead of you, based on our knowledge and experience and our wisdom. So let's just keep the faith. Thank you. God bless us all.
Coach Jun.
Okay.
Sige. My mentors and my seniors.
Okay. Thank you, Elder Andrew Villarete.
Sumainyo umaga.
Anyways, first off, I want to thank you, Coach Francis, para dahil dito sa pagkakataon na binigay sa amin sa venue, to express ourselves. It's a first na nangyari sa amin to. So I thank God for you, for your life, Coach Francis.
Thank you.
Now, dito sa mga coaches, sa mga viewers natin, ang siguro para sa akin, it's my view, it's not all about winning. Pero syempre, minsan tinatry kong ilagay yung sarili ko dun sa mga coaches na nakakagawa ng mga mali, siguro yung monetary value para mapaganda yung position nila sa school. Pero ang totoo niyan, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, it's not all about the winning. After 10 years, medyo marami akong mga trophies, pero pagka checkin mo yung mga trophies, di ko na nga maalala kung ano yung pinanalo namin sa mga trophies na to eh. Sabi nga ni, saan ba yun? Yung cartoons na The Cars, di ba? those are just empty cups.
Right.
Ibig sabihin, wala naman yung mga winnings na yan. What is important is the experience. At ang pinaka-importante dito sa ginagawa natin ay yung mga bata. Ano bang naging part mo sa buhay ng mga batang ito? Yun yung pinaka-importante. Well, 10 years, no? Yung unang team na nahawakan ko, up to now, pagka nagkaroon ako ng problema, andyan sila kagad. Why? Because nakita nila yung pagiging, yung impact ko sa buhay nila. At akala ko, ang sabi ni Coach Alex Compton dun sa isang talk niya sa NBTC, sabi niya, pagka yung mga, if I remember it right, pagka yung mga players nyo ay kinukuha na kayong maging ninong sa mga anak nila, ibig sabihin, may impact, di ba? Sa buhay nila. Ang problema ko, kinukuha nila ako ninong sa kasal nila. Medyo mas mabigat, no? Lahat na ikinasal doon sa mga unang players ko, lahat ako ninong. So, well, anyways, ang point ko lang, yun dapat yung maging goal natin as coaches. Magkaroon tayo ng positive goal, positive impact sa buhay ng ating mga players. Kasi tayo, kayang-kaya natin pumasok dun sa buhay nila. Then, kaya nga nung tuwan-tuwa ako kagabi, na-notice ako ni Coach Ganon doon sa webinar. Coach Ganon Baker. Kasi nung ine-explain niya na kung ikaw, coach, tapos sa player mo, na pagsabihan, kasi yung player mo merong 2.1 million views sa YouTube niya, sabi gano'n, tapos takot ka, umalis ka na rito. Sabi gano'n sa webinar na ginagawa natin. While doing that, sabi ko, amen to that. Amen to that, Coach Ganon. Ninotice niya ako. Well, anyways, that's a gift for me. Kasi natuwa ako. No? That we also share the same value as Coach Ganon. So, yun yung as coaches, yun po dapat. No? Yun ang karapat dapat. Kahit na sa ngayon, syempre, niisip mo manalo na manalo para magpa-impress sa school. Pero while doing that, kailangan sumasabay yung pag-ayos nyo sa mga players. No? Then, sa mga players, kung talagang gusto nyo yung ginagawa ninyo, mag-effort kayo. Magkaroon kayo ng extra effort. Hindi lang yung mga ibinibigay sa inyo ng mga coaches nyo. Siyempre, yung mga coaches nyo, may bibigay lang yan during training. Pero after training, kung anong ginagawa ninyo, yun yung magde-define kung ano at kung anong klaseng player kayo at kung ano yung gusto nyo marating. So, take extra time to improve your craft at makinig kayo sa mga coaches. No, hindi kayo ililigaw, lalo na sa mga elders natin, hindi kayo ililigaw ng mga elders natin. Coach Andrew.
Amen.
So,
Amen. Amen, Pastor.
So, yun lamang po. As coaches, tandaan ninyo, kayo ang father figure ng mga bata. Napakalaki ng influence nyo. Players, extra effort. Huwag kayong tatama rin sa training. Do your job. Okay. Thank you, Coach Francis and coaches, fellow commissioners. Thank you very much. And I am very blessed to have you guys. Thank you.
I love you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach Jun. Coach Alvin.
Awkward.
Hindi awkward yun.
Coach Francis, yun lagi sinasabi ko sa kanila. Awkward sinasagot nila sa akin.
Awkward yun pa rin.
Hindi, ano lang yun. Biruan lang yun, pero ano yun.
Biruan natin ang mga lalaking magmahal.
Yeah. Pero Coach Francis, hindi sila makapagsabi ng I love you too sa akin, Coach.
Thank you na lang, thank you.
Coach Alvin, sorry.
Before I give the microphone to Coach Alvin, Coach Andrew and Coach Jun, and to all the viewers out there, I got into Lions Cup tournament and BTC because of this guy. Ang hawak ko lang noon, volunteer lang ako sa isang barangay team dito sa Southern. Minessage ko lang siya, pwede ba kami makitune up sa'yo? Sipin mo, ang hawak niya school, kami barangay. In-accommodate niya kami. Diba? So from there, sabi ko, nabigyan ako ng chance, ano? Kasi without that conversation, baka hindi ako nakapaglaro sa Lions Cup and other leagues na pinapatakbo ninyo. So malaking pasasalamat ko kay Coach Alvin at sa inyo na rin for allowing me to get into the Lions Cup. So here is Coach Alvin of one of the 3 commissioners of Lions Cup. Coach Alvin.
The most senior.
Salamat. Salamat. Una sa lahat, mapasalamat tayo sa Pumay Kapal at nabigyan tayo ng ganito pagkakataon through Coach Francis na ma-share natin kung ano ba talaga yung Lions Cup at yung mga experiences natin. Para sa Lions Cup, sa mga schools na gusto sumali, at yung sa mga hindi sumali, huwag nyo isipin na kayo ay ban or something like that. There are so many factors like punong-puno na, and there are factors na we have to really, yung put Lions Cup first. Kumbaga, pag may school na sumali, we really check the background. We really check the background talaga. Kasi ang iniisip namin dyan is yung kapakanan ng mga bata. Hindi sa masasaktan sila o ano. Yung justice na maibigay sa bata na makapaglaro. Fair and square. Yun lang. So kung sasali sa Lions Cup, be sure na yung isasali niyong player legit. Kasi malalaman din naman kasi namin yan. Hindi man sa ngayon, maybe some other time, sa gitnaan ng laro, ganyan. Kahit 10 taon ng Lions Cup, we still, yung nakikita namin, may nakikita kami mga anomalies, mga records, mga ganyan. And nakaka-frustrate. Nakaka-frustrate. Hindi dahil sa hindi namin na-check ng maaga, nakaka-frustrate dahil para sa mga bata. It's all about the kids. Talaga ang Lions Cup. It's not about your school. It's not about your coaches. It's all about the kids. That's why we have that core values and transformation. We want to transform the kids through sport. We want to transform the kids through honest coaches. We would like to transform the kids through the support of the schools they are in. And also, maipakita yung katotohanan sa sport. And at yung transparency, malaman na ng bata na sila naglalaro sa mga liga na honest, pantay lahat, okay? Magiging masaya ang bata. And then sa mga coaches, again, it's not it's not all about you. Kasi kung ang ipapakita natin it's all about me as a coach. We have to win. Dahil ito, nakasalali rito ang career ko. Yun yung pinakaunang maling-mali. When you think of your career first as a coach, not yung magiging future career ng players mo, mababaliwala. Kasi yung sarili mong iniisip mo, hindi yung mga bata. Okay? Then, sa coaching talaga, you have to give your 100% time. Kasi, hindi lang sa court ka kailangan ng bata eh. We know that kids today faces different problems with their families, with their friends, with their loved ones, with their girlfriends. Kung titingnan natin na may mga pagkakataon na tayo ang unang nilalapitan ng mga players. So we have to give our 100% time to them because ngayon, tama-tama, we are the father figure of these students. Kung tutusin nga as a teacher of my previous school, they see me not as a teacher but as a coach, a father coach to them. Yun ang pinakamaganda doon eh. Yung sabi nga ni Coach Jun, yung impact mo sa kanila. Not as an authority there na isang coach lang, pero hindi, masigit pa doon ang nakikita nila sa inyo. Kaya yun nga, nagiging ninong si paring Jun. Tapos para sa mga players, ang ano ko dyan is not about you pa rin. Hindi tungkol sa iyo. Kung ikaw ang star player ng isang team, it's not always actually it's not all about you. It's all about the team. Kaya nga basketball is a team game. It's all about the team. It's all about the family. It's all about the community. Lahat 'yan, hindi umiikot ang basketball sa iyo. Okay? So, you have to have that discipline. Kung anong role ang binigay sa iyo, you have to stick with it. Kung ano yung pinagagawa sa ng coach, maglinis man ng gym, do it. Kasi, para din naman sa iyo yan. Doon na papasok yung sa iyo. Okay? Kung ano man pinagagawa sa iyo, kung anong ino-offer sa iyo, gawin mo na lang yan. For the team, and of course, at the same time, for yourself. But of course, ang mas mataas dyan, of course, yung sa team. Ang inano ko nga sa aking mga players, maiba lang ako, is keep priorities intact. Kumbaga, ang ano ko sa mga players ko, put God first, pinang-una, then your family, pangalawa, then pangatlo, your studies, pang-apat, yung team. Pang-lima, sarili mo. Pang-anim, panghuli, ang girlfriend. Kasi yan ang maraniwang katunggalin namin, mga girlfriend ng mga players. So, yun lang yung message sa
Thank you, Coach Alvin.
Thank you so much, coaches, Coach Andrew, Coach Alvin, Coach Jun. So, coaches, it has been an honor to have you for this interview. Sunday Shootout with the Lions Cup Commissioners. Lions Cup, one of the longest running basketball tournament in Cavite, and has catered to thousands of basketball players in the Philippines. With that, it's a wrap-up. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. This is Coach Francis with your Sunday Shootout Morning Edition. Bye-bye!